Today we got a review of the Star Wars Darth Vader Omnibus by Kieran Gillen. It has a 736 page count and the cover price of $100. Let's get into this omnibus review. So finally, a reprint on this once great whale here, the Star Wars Darth Vader Omnibus. Carr Andrews with the cover art here. I probably butchered the name, but man, this is a great book, man. Super pumped. I read the Star Wars by Jason Aaron Omnibus, and I had to get into this immediately afterwards. On the inside of the dust jacket here, you got like leading up to what's going on in this omnibus here, and then the creators listed on the right hand side. You get this awesome wraparound cover here with Darth Vader. You get some Jawas and Boba Fett in there. Some great stuff. If you're not like a huge fan of Star Wars, I definitely recommend, like, if you want to get into the comics, definitely check these books out. This omnibus here, and also the Star Wars by Jason Aaron. Both are just spectacular books. You get the creators and whatnot listed here. Darth Vader looking all epic and shit. All the issues collected, which is nice to have. And then moving on, you get like kind of the intro to the movies, man. I love how they do this in the books. The long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Then you get the Star Wars logo there. You kind of get the scroll of what's been going on. And it starts out real cool with Darth Vader and Jabba the Hutt. He gives him the Force choke and shit, man. There's the wraparound cover there, which is on the artwork. Phenomenal book, man. I was really glad to read this. I love the story. I believe this like coincides with the same kind of timeline as the Star Wars by Jason Aaron book, because a lot of the same stuff that happens in that book happens in this as well. But it's kind of like this is the side of Darth Vader, I feel. I could be wrong, but I'm not sure. But you do get some cool characters in here. The Emperor, of course. Kind of the main thing throughout this book is like, the Emperor is doing some shady shit to Darth Vader, and the Darth Vader is doing some shady shit to the Emperor throughout this whole thing. The Emperor has like this dude that he's hired, Silo, and he's like a humanoid doctor that cybernetically enhanced himself, and he like is creating kind of these enhanced beings that don't use the Force, that could possibly replace Darth Vader like down the line. But of course you can't replace Darth Vader, because that motherfucker is a badass. And you know, he's got his little scheme going on throughout this whole book as well, which is cool to have. You get the first appearance of Doctor Aphra here, and you get her like little weird murder robots, BeeTee-One and Triple-Zero, which are cool. Her relationship with Darth Vader throughout this book is really cool, man. She's an archaeologist or something like that, I believe. She's like an archaeologist smuggler. And she's a really cool character. She's like the comic relief throughout the book. Darth Vader and her have a cool little relationship, which, you know, sometimes teeters on the edge of just a little craziness. Like, you think that like she might get murdered. Love the bots though. They're really cool. They just love torturing human beings and like taking their blood and shit like that, which is really cool. Definitely just great, phenomenal artwork throughout this whole book though. I mean, that's one thing definitely I'll say is like, these books do not disappoint. This and the Aaron run, the artwork is crazy throughout it. Like, it looks so damn good. Everything is so super detailed. Like I said, most of this is just all about Darth Vader throughout the whole thing too. So you don't get like Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia and Hans like you do in the other book. This is mainly just Darth Vader and Doctor Aphra and some of the other characters throughout this book. But definitely really cool. Just basically, yeah, like I said, the Emperor trying to pull one on Darth Vader. That dude Silo like creates these humanoid things that end up doing, they get into a sick battle here with Darth Vader. But of course, Darth Vader is the man, so he just tears these dudes up like nothing. Little showdown here, which is pretty badass. You do get that dude there, the General Carbon, which is pretty sick, where he's got like the multiple arms with the lightsabers and shit with the fish head, which is awesome. You do get some stuff that's collected in this book as well as in the Jason Aaron book, so there is a little bit of double dipping here with the Vader Down storyline, but still not too bad. And then you get, see, in the other book, Boba Fett and Luke Skywalker have a battle, and in this, it actually shows Boba Fett and Darth Vader talking, and like, you know, he's telling him about his little battle that he lets Luke Skywalker get away and shit like that, which is, you know, kind of cool. Black Chrysanthemum is in this too, which is great. There's a bunch of cool characters, man. Like, if you're not a Star Wars fan, but you love reading like good quality comics, this is definitely one to check out. I mean, obviously you're going to have a little bit of a background on some Star Wars. Everybody kind of does. I mean, if you're reading comics, you probably know a little bit about Star Wars, so definitely a cool book. You get the one dude here who's the Imperial Inspector Thanos. He's a dude with like the mustache and the monocle and shit like that. He's giving me the murder on the Orient Express vibes, kind of a little bit there, like a little inspector, whatever shit. He's got it funny, but throughout this whole book, like the Emperor is like keeping people like keep track of Vader and like what he's doing and shit like that, really throughout it. So he's got like kind of these people like checking him out the whole throughout the book, but like I said, it's some cool stuff. You get some great battles. You get a great battle with this dude General Carbon here. So here's the Vader down story, which is great. I mean, the artwork is phenomenal throughout this whole bit here, which really cool. Like the colors pop real well. I mean, like the lasers look like lasers, and everybody looks so like actually like photographically accurate. So it's just kind of cool. You feel like as you're reading this, you're in the movie. One thing that I do like about this whole run too is there's not like a whole ton of dialogue either. Like it's really heavy on just the artwork, which I can really appreciate sometimes, because you know, a lot of the reasons why I read these books is mainly just for like the artwork. I mean, obviously I love the story and the dialogue and whatnot, but man, I love some really good artwork. So it's cool to see that. You get little flashbacks too of like Padme and them, and him as Anakin, which is cool throughout the book as well. And a lot of this really is him just trying to, you know, track down Luke Skywalker, and he wants to, you know, turn him to the dark side. That's like a big chunk of this book as well, like a little underlying theme of Vader's intentions as the Emperor's kind of trying to, you know, put these like humanoid robot things like above him or whatever. But love like the lava there, man. I mean, just the artwork is absolutely phenomenal throughout this book, and I am super glad that we got reprints on both of these books, because honestly, I probably never would have read them if we didn't get reprints, because I wasn't going to spend crazy prices on the you know, the whales that we had floating out there before, because these books were going for quite a good amount of money. I wouldn't have picked them up if they weren't a bit cheaper, so I'm glad that they did. And you know, I love the Doctor Aphra character now, so when they give the reprint on that omnibus, I'm definitely going to be picking that up. Oh yeah, he fights like the Rancor in here, man, which is pretty sick too. Man, just some classic moments throughout this book. And just to say what it collects too, because I didn't at the beginning, is this collects Darth Vader 2015 1 through 25 in Annual 1, Star Wars Vader Down, and Star Wars 2015 13 through 14. So it's a great book, man. Anakin there, so you get like the little flashbacks here, which are pretty cool. Padme all pregnant, so definitely a badass book. I highly recommend picking it up. You know, I'm not like crazy about Star Wars. I know like the basics. I like the 3 like original films, the original 3, which are now what 4, 5, and 6 or something like that now. But then the omnibus like finishes out with this like coda quick little storyline here with like the Sand People with like a big monument to Darth Vader and shit like that. So into the extras in the back of the book, you get some scripts and stuff for the issues, and you get some sketch work, and then you get some variant covers and all that. Some of the more damn action figure things. Scotty Young variants in here. Some great looking covers, man. I think that's the Doctor Aphra cover too, which is like definitely super pricey now. But great variants and stuff in the back. I love this book. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching.